If you're using InkFrog, you already know that clock is ticking. InkFrog shutting down is not just a software problem, it's a sorting moment. Some sellers will look for the fastest replacement. Serious sellers should ask a better question. What backend should my eBay business rely on next? Because replacing InkFrog may solve the short-term problem, but upgrading your workflow could actually solve a much bigger one. The biggest mistake sellers often make in this kind of situation is thinking the goal is just to move everything over as quickly as possible. But if your current workflow is already messy, moving into a new platform does not fix your problem. So before you choose where to move, take a step back and look at what you're actually moving. Are you moving a clean listing system? Or are you moving years of patched together templates, inconsistent SKUs, manual checks, old habits, and workarounds that only made sense because of the tool you were using? That matters, because the new platform is only part of the decision. This is where a lot of sellers get caught. They start comparing tools by feature lists. They look at bulk editing, templates, inventory, imports, reporting, automation, and yes, all of those things obviously matter. But a feature existing on a pricing page is not the same as the feature working properly inside your day-to-day workflow. Bulk editing is a good example. The question is not just, can this tool bulk edit? The real question is, can I make a large update and trust the result without spending the next hour checking that everything is okay by hand? Same with inventory. It's not just, does this tool track stock? It's, can I trust the numbers when I'm making decisions? That is the difference between a basic replacement and a serious backend. Beginners compare features. Serious sellers compare workflow fit. A simple way to look at this is what I would call the serious seller test. If you only have a small number of listings, you can usually work around a clunky setup. You can check things manually, you can fix mistakes one by one, you can keep most of the process in your head. But once you are managing hundreds or thousands of listings, that stops working very quickly. At that point, your listing tool is no longer just a convenience. It becomes operational infrastructure. The system your eBay business relies on to keep listings live, inventory accurate, and the workflow moving. So before you choose your next platform, ask a few practical questions. Can you make bulk changes without feeling nervous? Can you keep your templates consistent? Can you trust your inventory numbers? Can you reduce repeated manual work instead of just moving it somewhere else? Can the system still make sense if your store grows over the next 6 months? Does it fit the way your business actually operates day to day? That last question really matters, because the right tool is not just the one with the longest feature list. It's the one that removes weak points from the parts of the business that you rely on every single day. If inventory accuracy is your biggest issue, judge the tool by that. If bulk updates are the pain point, start there. If your templates are messy or migration is the concern, judge the platform by how cleanly it helps you organize and move the parts that matter. This is where Wonderlister is very different from just choosing another listing tool. It was built by a senior eBay consultant, not by somebody guessing what sellers need from the outside. Recently, one InkFrog seller came to Wonderlister with more than 28,000 listings, thousands of images, all at risk. They thought they were about to lose years of work, but after moving to Wonderlister, their listings were migrated, their drafts were preserved, and their images were transferred without broken links. And their workflow was rebuilt from inside of the platform. No downtime, no lost sales, and that is the real value here. Wonderlister is not just an InkFrog alternative. It's a safer migration path for serious sellers who cannot afford broken links, missing images, inventory chaos, or days of disruption. And the important part is that Wonderlister is not just there to get you through the migration. It's more than just that. It's about an upgrade. That means that you're not just moving your listings into a new place, new service. You're moving into a system where listings, drafts, images, everything is managed with more control as your store grows. If you sell for other people or run a more complex eBay operation, that matters even more. You're not just trying to list faster, you're trying to keep the whole back end of the business under control. So if you are still using InkFrog, do not wait until the last minute. Use this link below to start Wonderlister's 15-day free trial. Test it with your own workflow. See how it handles the parts of your business that matter and make the move before the pressure gets worse. Don't just replace InkFrog. Upgrade the system that your eBay business relies on.